What is good, YouTube? What is good? What is good? Thank you for coming back to my channel, Project Flip. My name is Joe. Bringing you today another vape video. No, I'm not doing subtitles or little captions in this one. I'm actually going to talk. What I wanted to bring to you today, because I haven't seen any videos on the internet with this one, is the TFV12 Baby Prince RBA. Now, I was going to make a video just kind of going over this RBA for the TFV12 Baby Prince, but if you've seen my other video with the Cascade Baby tank, this tank right here, putting the Smok coils in it, smoke coils, however you want to pronounce it, you know, the one with the little captions and stuff in it. You know, people ask me if the RBA would fit in there from the TFV12, the TFV8 Baby, Baby Beast. Unfortunately, the Baby Beast RBA did not fit. But guess what I found out, ladies and gentlemen? Let's go ahead and dive into it. So, real quick, this is the packaging from the TFV12 Baby Prince tank RBA. Now, of course, this is the TFV12 Baby Prince. It is a mini version of the TFV12 Prince tank. This one holds about 4.5 milliliters, but takes the TFV8 Baby Beast coils. Okay, it also takes the NRG coils, and it also takes the Cascade GT coils. So if you're looking for a variety of different types of coils, it takes these types of coils too. So I could take this mesh coil from this Cascade tank, put it in there. I could take the Smok coil, put it in here. I could take some NRG coils, put them in either one of these, vice versa. Okay. Now, I originally bought this RBA, and you can see I have it taken apart here because I was going to get ready to throw some cotton in it. I had some nasty juice. It was horrible. I'm not even getting into it. It was that bad. It was burning my cotton in like 10 minutes. Either way, this RBA here, let me just show you this real quick. Let me see if I can get up close. See if it'll autofocus. This deck is very unusual. I don't like the deck, okay? You cannot put very big builds in here. These are not the coils that came with it. These are some fused claptons. But you can see on the side it has, there we go, got a screw on the side, and then a screw on the top, screw on the side, screw on the top. So it's not like a velocity style deck that you see in most RBA decks, like the TFV8 Baby Beast or the TFV12 Prince RBAs. This is very different, and it is very compact. So I got a 2.5 millimeter build in here. I was able to squeeze it in here because I like 2.5, but recommended so that the coils are not touching the cap when you put it on. I would stick with a 2 or even possibly a 1.5. So you're not going to be able to get your alien staples or anything like that in there. You can tell I had some other cotton and some coils I had to pull out. These are my aliens. I'm not sure why it's not focusing. Whatever. But I had some aliens in there, and even with a, I think that was a 2, smaller than this, and it would not, it wasn't working. So I was trying so many different builds and different coils in here, but I got these fused claptons in here at about 2.5, and they fit without touching. So I got about 5 wraps on them, and I think they're coming out to about 1.9, 2.0. So that's pretty cool for the RBA, and that's where I like them at. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end it right here. I'm going to throw some cotton in it. At least that way I can get it in there, and I'm going to show you how I wick it. because this deck doesn't have any slots to put them in. They just have these little grooves, and then when they have these little side pieces that you kind of have to tuck them on, and then when you put the cap on, it kind of just holds it down. So let me go ahead and at least get the cotton in place, get it trimmed up. I'm going to show you how I wick it, and we'll pick up. Alright, so we got that all nice and fluffed out here. So I'm trying to do this while I'm behind the camera here, so bear with me. So as you can tell, it's still a little too long, so I already got it fluffed out, got the cotton in. So a lot of people would think, you know, put the cap on, screw it down, and then cut it. I've tried doing that, but it always comes out too thick. You always want to have a little bit of extra room at the end. That way it can absorb the juice and wick easy without leaking still. So what I like to do, and I like to cut it at an angle, because you also got to remember, you got a screw on one side on this corner and a screw on that corner too. So I kind of lay it over, kind of gauge it where it's going to fall, and start trimming at it, you know. Got these sharp ass scissors from Walmart. Yeah, buddy. So I kind of gauge where it's going to fall at. Boom. So I start to kind of trim a little bit more. Don't mind the mess behind me. This is like my workstation slash brush my teeth, aka bathroom sink. So I was just throwing this together, and I was like, hey, let me try to stick this in. That's what she said. Alright, so that's going to be a cool fit like that. So let me go ahead and work on this side. I'm going to work on the other sides here and get everything put in place. And then I'm going to juice it up, get everything laid down, and then we'll pop the top on, do a quick dry pulse. And then the nice thing is, I don't want to spoil it. Let me go ahead and get this all cut and nicely laid in. Alright, so we got it all trimmed up where I want it. You can kind of get an idea. Okay, so focus. Alright, so what I'm going to do next is I'm actually going to take a little bit of e-liquid. Today I'm going to be using some Candy Pop, which is Blue Raspberry Hard Candy by Candy Pop. Take a look at that, people. Read that. Warning, this product contains nicotine. It is addictive chemical. Okay? This is not meant for use of minors. Big label. Okay? Big label. Anyways. Blue Raspberry Hard Candy. This thing is bomb, yo. I don't want to grab too much. But all I'm going to do is a little dabba. Let's just get these ends nice and saturated. It's kind of like if you were doing like a, you know, RDTA or something, RTA. You know what I mean? Because I'm going to form it in here and get these nice and tucked. Starting to get a little slippery. Okay. I just grab a pair of tweezers. I just kind of tuck them in a little bit more. Make sure it's nice and in there. Doesn't have to be perfect, but
Now we're going to take the cap, we're going to put it on. So I don't know if my camera just timed out, but my bad if I repeated a couple words. But careful with this, sometimes it's a little hard to get it to catch. So if you need to, back thread it, you know, go backwards. And, you know, don't force it on there because these threads are a little tricky. You know, you want it to go on smooth, so it might take a minute. That and these threads are just tiny, yo. I can also see that I got some. Just get this out of the way, get that out of the way. Just make sure your threads are clear on both sides, at least the small portion, because that's what gets hung up. See, you don't want it to thread at an angle. I mean, once you get it in there, once you get it going, it's good. But Smok, you gotta fix these threadings, man. You make life difficult. There we go. You make life difficult with it. All right. So the difference between the TFV8 Baby Beast RBA and the TFV12 Baby Prince RBA is the air hole slots, really. And the TFV8 Baby Beast RBA, I wish I knew where it was at so I could compare it. I was looking for it, honestly, and I don't know what the hell I did with it. It's somewhere in a drawer. I don't feel like looking for it. But the air holes are different. These are lifted up, and they have a lip. This has a lip down here. So I actually I tried the RBA, not this RBA, but the TFV V8 Baby Beast RBA in this Cascade Baby tank originally a while back, and for one, it was taller, so it fit, but it was just too tall, and you couldn't put the top on. But that and the air holes were in the wrong spot. But this, on the other hand, the air holes are in the right spot, which is perfect. Okay. Alright, that part's out of the way. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a little bit. We're just going to prime the coils. Not too much to saturate the inside. But we're just going to prime the center a little bit, okay? I had to go grab a mod, and since we're going to be using, that's the surprise, we're going to be using the Cascade Baby tank, and I'm going to be using this RBA, the TFV12 Baby Prince RBA. I've already used it in the actual TFV12 Baby Prince. It works. It's made for that tank, but since I know that it fits in that tank behind, that came with my Armor Pro, and we're going to be putting it on the Armor Pro. We're going to be using that, and we're going to see if it works. So you guys are going to be witnessing me today with me. See if it works, guys. So fingers crossed, because I know a lot of you guys wanted to know if it works. So I thought I'd make a video on it, and we're going to find out together. So let me just get a little more juice in there, because I'm going to dry pulse it real quick. Not really dry pulsing it, but wet pulse it. We're going to put it on mod, make sure I'm at, alright, so the ohms are zeroed out. Since this tank goes here. Alright, let me turn down the wattage a little bit. So it's reading at about 0.35. It's a little high for what it is, but whatever. Let me adjust that. So I ended up getting a Species 2 from Smok, and I love being able to adjust my ohmage to where I want. Still reading at 0.35, so I guess that's where we're going to read it at. We're going to have it at about 45 watts, but we're just going to dry pulse it real quick. Make sure there's no sparks. Okay, we're good. Let's just get a little bit more in there. Just enough. Alright. Okay. So you don't want to, for one thing, is you don't want to, these tanks, if you have an Armor Pro or dealt with a Polar or any kind of Cascade type tank, they're reverse threaded, so you want to take it off to put this on. So I'm going to show you. The base part you can twist normal, okay? Any of these other parts up here are reverse threaded, so you're holding it up here and trying to twist this, you're going to twist these other parts off. You want to hold it right here and twist this part normal. Make sure it's nice and snug. You see how it fits? Oh, I'm loving it. I got a little juice on my hands from that, from the RBA, but you want to make sure it fits nice and snug. Okay? Oh, that's freaking lovely. Let me dry this off real quick. Oh. Boom, baby. Boom. Okay, the RBA fits in there. You're able to put it on. That's freaking lovely, yo. So, next step. I'm going to fill it up, and I'm going to fill it up more than halfway, because I need to know if that seal about halfway is actually going to block it from going in through the chimney. Because if it goes in through there, it's going to come out the airflow. So we're, like I said, we're finding out together, guys. We are finding out together. And if I fail, I'm still posting it, because I think it'd be hilarious. But at least you guys know that there's an RBA out there for the TFV12 Baby Prince. Okay, so far it looks like it's holding. Alright. You see the level, guys. You see the level. You see the airflow is open. I don't know if you can see that. Where's my camera lens? You see the airflow is open. I'm taking a look more in my closer, so I'm pulling it behind the camera so I can be able to actually check it. What I'm doing now is I'm testing the airflow to see if there's any kind of like gurgling, spit back. Besides what I've dropped in there, no. No. Guys, I think we found a working RBA for this tank. Sorry, I got out of camera range. TFV12 Baby Prince RBA works in the Cascade Baby tank. Let's put it on the mod. Okay. Now I'm reading at 0.32 ohms. So I'm not. Why is it locked? There we go. I'm gonna put it at 50 watts. Okay. I'm gonna turn the camera around. Okay. Boom. All right. So I'm on camera now. Hey, this freaking thing works. Ha! I've been trying to find an RBA for this for a while because I like this tank. It works great on this mod because it came with this mod. I've had a bunch of other tanks on this mod. I have my RDTAs, I got Limitless, a bunch of other stuff on this mod. But I love this tank, period. And ladies and gentlemen, I have done it. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you'd like to see more videos. If you have questions or if you'd like to see a actual build, breakdown and build on this RBA, leave a comment down below if you'd like to see the actual build. I appreciate it, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Till next time, keep on vaping.